We're back with Red, Andy, me, Dean, Paru. We're all here.
What's wrong with her face?
What?
That's just her hair.
Merlin? Wait, is there something wrong with her?
With her face. It just looks
What's
off.
wrong with it? She's very smug.
It kind of looks like there's a giant gashing cut down her face, but it's just her hair. Is that what you're thinking?
No, don't worry.
Something with the eyes, probably.
She is
Nah.
very smug.
It does feel like she's looking right
Andy, it's your favorite card profile.
Oh my god! Is it time? I was having so much fun with Seven Deadly Sins because there's so few brainstorms in it, but guess that has to come to an end. Middle position gets 500 power. Salvage Brainstorm.
now. I like
It's the best brainstorm in the set. You'll play it. You don't really have any other choice.
There's quite literally, there's quite. How do we define S tier? A card that goes in every deck in the set?
Sure.
Yeah, this
I feel
card.
like
It's not an S. It's not an S.
It's
That's
not
not
an
the
S.
first
Yeah.
This just gets you cards.
It's like
This
a
is the
B
best
plus.
brainstorm.
Well, it's the only brainstorm. There's no other brainstorm to play, Dean. It's the
We
only
literally
one.
saw two other ones. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
There's
okay,
a
a
green
draw-
one, there's a green one and a TD one.
The green one's not a plussing combo.
There's a green one.
And there's another brainstorm in blue, isn't there?
It's
It's
the
it's
rest
locked to a
two.
certain
Only
deck.
for
Yeah.
2 specific cards.
That's a brainstorm.
Two specific climaxes.
Sounds like a
Right.
brainstorm.
Anyway, you play this card in every deck. Next card. Bond. On play, look at top card. Put it on the top of your deck in your waiting room. So surveil top on play. Sorry, UA. I used the term surveil. Get fucked. On reverse, reveal top 3. Add a character, ditch a card.
I
Alright.
hate Rises.
This card's alright.
I hate on reverse Rises, but this
I do
card's like
too.
fine.
It's fine.
Surveil on play is actually like handy though.
I mean,
And
it gives
Rises
it.
are. I think Rises are good cards even if they're on reverse. I think they're still fine.
They're good for first deck speed, but I don't think you have a deck speed issue. So it's probably. I mean, the first effect does make it better later, where you don't always want to resolve the effect because it would fuck your compression. But it does move 4 cards on its own, which is cool if you wanted to, and it has good synergy with standby for digging for triggers or whatever. So fine card. Next, Dean.
Oh boy, this is a 4/5. You have two others. It's a 5/5 Maguro.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. This is like one of the better cards I've seen because it's on a gate instead of a wind, unlike your Shimakaze.
Yeah.
Same power level. You can defend it with a 2/5 counter from the TD.
I'm gonna go out on a limb right now and say there's absolutely no reason to play the Elizabeth level 1, which is the cigarettes that we looked at in yellow. Because this card exists, and because there is also another combo on this card, which is a finisher at the top, which is a totally reasonable finishing card. I think there is absolutely no reason to play the Choice Cigarettes combo in any way.
But what about the gold bar level 0?
Look, the gold bar level 0 sucks. If Andy can sleeve up whatever he wants,
with this.
I'm gonna respect his autonomy. He can sleeve up anything, but that doesn't make it great. I think that there's absolutely no reason to sleeve up those Choice Cigarettes when this card exists, and I think you'd be doing yourself a disservice to play 8 Choice instead of Door Choice if you're looking to play Meliodas, because 8 Choice introduces a slew of problems in deck building, whereas Door Choice is one of the better lineups that you could possibly be playing just in general. This card is bigger than the Elizabeth Crossturn. It's 55 for free. The selection, quote unquote, between cigarettes and Magro is about comparable, and Magro moves more cards, gets you to a good refresh faster. I think the benefits of this card far outweigh any possible benefits you could hook up in context of the set with the Elizabeth. And if you want to play the Elizabeth over this card, again, you're on the copium ventilator. I think this card is just straight up better than the Elizabeth pretty much all the time. I think the 500 power, 7k versus 6/5 is almost completely irrelevant. All right, I've said my piece. Does anybody have anything else for the soapbox?
I
Bigger,
think
stronger and faster too.
I think the fact that it's on a gate instead of a choice is important to mention because comparing to the choice combo, which is like the other go-to plussing combo, I guess. Like 8 choice is a very awkward lineup, but you can just run as many gates as you want and feel fine about it.
Yeah, Carmen mentioned that. That you have to make like deck building concessions for 8 choice deck.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm very happy that you respect my autonomy as a deck builder and as a human being, Carmen. I really do appreciate that. It means a lot that you
You are
value
your
me
own
as
person.
a human life.
I do value
thanks.
you.
It's okay. People can be wrong.
Right now, that's an A.
They often are.
Yeah, cards good. I think that with the what is it? When you combine this with the King 500 power global, the what is it? The Hazuki back row we talked about. This card's gonna sit at 6K. You have a Leafa counter to back up to 8K. That's like the golden threshold. Sal
Dude,
10th.
this card's like Kirito.
Yeah, like Sal 10th ran off that for a long time. I'll say it. I've said it a bazillion times before. I'll say it again. When you have on attack combos that sit big and you have the ability to back up over cards, 8K is kind of like your threshold. It opens up the possibility for you to loop your combo again. You like win board and then do your on attack combo again because you're not punished for like losing reverse targets. Which is why like on attack plussing combos that sit big are always better than on reverse combos that sit big. So yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah, good.
We can talk more about the double stuff when we get to the bond. Next card. I think this is Paru.
The Zero Bomb and also a Shimakai.
It's fucking whatever.
Who cares?
Pretty
You
shit.
never sleeve that.
Nope.
I don't think it's a bad profile. I don't think it's like a D, but there's so many other good
It's
levels.
really
Zeros
bad.
and,
This is a rare, dude. What a sad moment.
Comes in foil.
really, I don't think it's that bad.
does
I
come in
think it's
foil.
fine, but I just don't think you'd play it.
Yeah, it comes
Huh?
foil. This card comes foil. Pretty unfortunate.
What's so bad about a Suicider Shimakai?
It's absolutely.
It's like
garbage.
actually fine.
It's
I-
absolute
I
garbage.
know the idea behind this card. It's you pump your
Yeah.
clean cut and then you clean cut this card after this card bombs something.
That's so good.
That's the idea.
You can pump your clean cut
You don't
500
even get
power.
the full value out of the
you
clean cut.
can pump it in 500 power because you only have 2 characters on the board.
That
Yuck.
also implies that your opponent
Guard.
went first and fielded 2 front row cards.
Well, even later on in the game, you can give a good bit of power to something. Isn't that worth anything?
No.
No.
Not even, dude, level
No.
0 reverser bombs are like kind of ass.
Yeah, they are pretty bad.
Yeah, but it has the Shimakai effect stapled to it.
You can play like
Shimakai's
literally other
also
cards with
whatever.
more power. Yeah.
You don't have a reverse combos. Why do you need a?
Well, to
Shimakai.
get over their shit and win
Alright.
board.
Yeah,
Get
sure.
that epic
whatever.
victory, dude.
Who
Yeah.
needs it?
You
Next
don't
card.
need epic victories when you can just kill them with damage.
Nah, damage wins games. Andy, here you
Yeah,
go.
just play the
Third
2
card.
soul from the trial deck. We don't even need to talk about red as a color. We're done. We can just end the whole series. Dude.
All
We
right,
don't even
see
need
ya.
to finish the video. We'll just run
Stopping
the 2 soul from the
recording.
trial deck. Yeah.
Turn it off.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
All right. Go ahead, Andy.
Next card, we got this Elaine guarding the spring. This is a Risu.
Oh.
So on play, reveal top card of your deck. If it is a Britannia character or a Britannia character, put it into your hand, choose a card in your hand and discard it, and then discard a character to draw a card.
Dow players on Suicide Watch, theirs is like $20. This thing is like
Theirs is like
It's
30
like a
cents.
buck,
This is
yeah.
30 cents.
Notably, we don't have 8 standby in this set, so it's not as, like I said before, as the kids are saying, cracked. But
Infinite
e-
Mythic.
even in a 4 standby deck, or even in a Global Soul deck, this card can dig you into your climax.
This mills
or push you
6
towards a
cards on
trigger.
play.
Yeah, if you play 3 of them, they'll 6 cards.
No. It mills 6 cards on play if you hit the draw the top check and then you draw the 1/0 event that you play 7 of.
You're right.
that's
That
pretty
it's off
sick.
right with.
But
This is
yeah,
like
really
if you
good
play
synergy.
if you play 7 torches, this is like you're a bonder, dude. You got. What do you think about it?
No, I'm not thinking about it.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty memey, but
I'd
yeah,
say really good synergy with the Chizuru Climax Swapper. The top check 2 rearrange allows you to have perfect information to fire off this effect every single time.
you know, I still don't
You
respect
know
that
exactly
play.
the order to do it.
I still don't respect that play. I think you can just
do you mean?
not. I think you can just not be a goldfish brain and slam this card alone, and that's always good. You just think about your deck spate and you think about your hand.
Well, I think it doesn't matter as much in 7 Deadly Sins, but in sets like Goblin Slayer, where you have event cards that you want to be drawing.
I guess.
and where you
If
can
you
whiff
wanted
the
to put
top check.
events in, if you are a deck where you were actually trying to rip events with this card, it's more important.
This card already helps you rip events, so because you just do the top check first and then do the draw after.
Yeah, if you sequence the effects correctly, I don't think you need any knowledge.
But it lets you get it perfect every time, though. You don't have to
Or you
like
can just think,
throw away the second effect.
or you can just think a
yeah.
little and do it right without having to burn another card to
Or
do
you
it.
could have your cake and eat it too.
Or you don't need training wheels.
Or yeah, no, Andy, you just want training wheels card.
Yeah,
you just want to
riding
sit
with-
there
riding
with your
with only two wheels
your
is
hot
scary, dude.
pink,
That's-
with your hot
Why would
pink
I run
and
only
blue.
2 wheels? That's
You just want
scary. So much can go wrong.
You just want your hot pink and blue, the lolly plastered, no game, no life training wheel, like tricycle, where you fucking like just look at the top cards these times, like, oh my god, I'm the genius. I know the perfect cards
Dude,
all
we
the
were
time.
talking about this on the way back from fucking New
Jersey.
Jersey. But, like that's the thing No Game No Life needs, dude. If I could make any one card for No Game No Life,
It would be Arisu.
it would be this card, but with Shiro instead.
My
Why?
Shiro. You lolly
I
con.
don't know. It could be anyone. It could be Steph. It could be whoever.
All right, next card. Who is this? 1, 2,
It's you,
3,
Carmen.
4, 5. Oh, it is me. Gowther holding his head up. He doesn't have a head. I can't remember why he can have not a head. He's like a homunculus or something. Whatever. 7 at least is a bad show. On play, Milltop 2. And this card gets X power. X is equal to 1,000 times the Britannia characters. So he could be a 4K. And then you pay 1, ditch a card, salvage a character, give one of your other characters 1K. So he's like New Start Saya, but he has a better power condition. Totally okay. Drop salvage.
Oops.
If you want to drop salvage, you could do a lot fucking worse. I think this set dredges really well already. You got a salvage brainstorm, so I don't think this will see a lot of play. You'll probably see the drop searcher more.
Yeah.
But effect is good. Next, Dean.
Oh boy, I'm up.
Yep.
It's an anti-runner, level 0, so their card can't move, and then it gets 1,500 power. This is the anti-Kaguya
Kills
set.
K, dude.
It kills Kaguya.
Wouldn't you? Isn't the Gil Thunder kind of like an anti-runner in a sense, though? Wouldn't you rather
No.
just
Yes.
play that?
Yes.
Kind of, but also
Well, he's
no.
not an anti-runner, but he is better.
He's-
than this.
He's also good against Kaguya because he's
Yeah.
bigger. He's bigger than the auxiliary cards and denies the clean cut. So
I played this card.
this card
Gochi
sucks.
used it and cut it because Gochi's had better cards.
All
It's
right.
like a thing that, like, if you get really annoyed, you might slam into a deck. Like,
I guess if you're
I don't think it's bad. I mean, I think it's
if
fine.
you play against
but-
like 8 runner and AOT and Kaguya, you put this in your deck.
But I
maybe.
mean, Dean, would you sleeve this up instead of the Gil Thunder?
no, I would never sleeve this up.
All right, next card.
Okay.
This is in like other sets, and it never got sleeved.
These are garbage.
Yeah, Paru, you don't read the card.
And yeah, standby.
These cards always suck. These cards are always bad. These 1/0 pay 1 standard character, they always fucking blow. And every time I'm sitting here, I'm waiting for Andy to try to make a case for it. Every single time, well, sometimes you just want to swing for 2 on your first turn. No, because every time this happens with this profile, I can hear it. I can hear it coming out of his brain over the airwaves, saying, "Oh my god, sometimes you want to attack with a 2/2 first, man." It's like, "Oh my god," it's never worth 1. Never, never, ever, ever. The only time these are good is when they're the 2/1s, where they're big bodies themselves.
They do it.
I was gonna say, I think like it deserved some explanation as to why it's not like a very good card to some of our first time viewers.
It's
But
not an actual plus, first of all.
Yeah, it's not.
You're spending
Not great.
resources on it. Like, it's not just free. You're paying a stock to get a
I still
non-plus.
will not admit it's an F, especially considering the fact that you have the double wombo combo off of gate and can just
And-
run standby.
You don't even have 2 standbys here. So the typical scenario here is that you play this, some other random like garbage card, and you summon your 2/2 to the front row, and then your opponent goes, and now you have a 2/2. You have no other front row, and you haven't plussed.
Oh
And
my
you're a-
god, Paru, your brain is so small. You're thinking so small here.
Yeah,
alright?
the next level play, the next level, you know, we're in the
Yeah,
galactic
it is
brain
the next
meme.
level play.
No,
You do it
we're
at
in
the
the
next
galactic.
level. You do it at level
No,
2, and you
look,
summon
look,
at level
look.
3, and you attack
Oh
with
my
it.
god, dude, that's
We're in-
insane. But then what are you doing at 1?
Yeah.
We're in the
That's so-
galactic brain phrase right now. Like the first phrase is like I go like, you know, I summon my 2/2 at 1, right? And then the slightly expanding brain, right, is I slam this at 2 and I
Dude,
summon my
anything
3/2.
fucking
And then the final galactic brain is that I play this, I put my higher level card in the front row, and then my opponent adachis it and I lose. That's what the true most expanded brain answer. There's a reason even 8 standby decks don't play these cards. Not good.
Dude, you know what's sick?
What?
You can rest the pig and another card, and then play 2 copies of this. And unrest the card, the pig.
Broken.
Next card, please.
Sleep.
Please free me. Andy, go ahead. Just read the
We
Merlin.
got this Merlin. It's 2k for each card in your opponent's back row, so it's just like a 2/2, 10/5 with Haruna Encore.
It's
Probably
fine.
like your go-to standby target, I guess.
The blue
The card
one's
you would
better.
stand with the Gowther.
The two blue one's better. It's a Jericho. It's just 11k. That's probably better than this card actually.
But well, yeah, but blue's probably off color for you too. If you're playing standby.
Yeah, this can save itself. So you know, 2k per
I hate-
opponent's back row sucks.
I hate it. Yeah. Sucks.
CD's nuts.
All right, next. This is a Gowther, wielder of Harlot. What the fuck is this card? 2k
This
to
is
front,
weapon.
on play heal. I don't care what it is.
Ooh,
Also, his head
AG.
comes off.
On
Yeah.
play, you can choose a card in your opponent's memory and flip it face down. At the end of the turn, that card goes face up. Did you delete a card from another slide?
I don't know what happened.
Who just did that? Somebody deleted a card from the next slide. You can control Z. Okay, there we go. It's been fixed. This is your assist. It is a 2k to front healer, and it has flavor text as its last line instead of any other usable effect. That effect is almost completely worthless in English. There's nothing you care about flipping face down except for maybe Rem, so that you can use all your other effects that burn 1, of which there is 1. There is the King Finisher, in which case I do not think you would play this card with that card at all. So this card is literally just a 2k to front healer, which for a standby deck is fine. It's fine in italics.
This card will age well. They'll print something that sits in memory that does something someday. They'll finally get their shit together and print a good defensive card like that, and then
Like
this card
the
will
U.
be dope.
Sure.
You can play this card at WGP, and I guess this like stops you.
Sure,
What?
1 copy.
Yeah.
YUU, the anti-burn from Charlotte. But I don't.
Stops,
We're not talking about that.
You can face down anti-heal before you heal.
Yeah, you can face down anti-heal before you heal.
Oh,
So it's good against
now
kill
we're
or
thinking.
kill?
Now we're thinking.
Kill a Contai, yeah. Okay, next card. Oh, this card's even more depressing. Go ahead, Dean.
Oh boy. On play, you summon a card from your hand, and this gets 2k.
Oh.
And then it sends a card to memory. It blinks a card.
Oh my god! I told you
is,
something was wrong with her face. Look at it.
Yeah, this show has bad art.
Yeah, the show's art is not good.
Look at so small Meliodas is.
Yeah, he's a fucking manlet, dude.
This card's not an F. This card's not bad.
I don't
Fine.
think this card's very good.
I think it's a really good.
I think-
really good-
Literally never put that in.
No,
I
I
think
don't
that
know why
second
you'd ever play this
effect
card,
is
actually.
like really bad. Like, why is a blinker at level 3?
Yeah.
No, I've run these cards before. Like the fact that
A blinker on a 3.
well, no, this exact card I played it in Grisaya. Like
This exact
the fact
card?
that it's extremely actually.
Pretty sugar side.
It's also the red level 3. No, it's not better than this. It's the same.
Hmm.
You
Well, that's a
You
better.
shit another character into the game.
That's not a better
set.
set. That's the wrong term. It's not a better set. It's a wider set. Grisaia is a much wider set than Seven Deadly Sins in terms of available builds and available profiles, with giving you a chance for having that first spawn effect actually have a chance to shine. This set does not.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah, fair enough. It's less useful in this set, but I think it's not. It's definitely not an F tier.
What are you blanking with?
I would literally never put this in the deck.
Yeah, I'd never sleeve this card.
What are you blinking with it? If your opponent has any sort of soul wall or any sort of lingering effect that goes, cross turn, any sort of burn your opponent on the swing back,
So,
like Meliodas, I don't.
Literally, the only thing that this targets is like Ryder,
Well, it doesn't even
And
work
then
in the
Ryder.
mirror.
and Ryder can't even like target your.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, dude, meta shift. Like,
Well, no.
back when
Even
I
if
was playing
meta
this card in
shifts,
Grisaia, that's when like
even if the
soul
meta
walls and
shifts,
shit like that were like a thing.
even if the meta shifts, the 3/2 Go Thunder that bounces and checks your top 3 is infinitely better than this card
Yeah.
in almost every situation.
The thing that this does that the Gil Thunder doesn't is put two soul beaters into your field. And talked about before, Seven Deadly Sins has a little bit of a stock issue potentially. You don't really have a lot of ways to generate stock outside of just like swinging.
All your cards are like fucking costless. I don't see a reason for you to have a stock problem. I haven't had stock problems yet. You just fucking attack extra times at 0 because your zeros are sick. Like that's where your fucking stock charging comes from.
If you just like play this deck as like a normal deck, like there's no reason you shouldn't have enough like resources to do like double Meliodas and
Meliodas is so fucking cheap. It's fucking 7 stock for triple Meliodas. Like Jesus Christ. Like are people telling me like it's actually fucking hard? It's 7 stock to triple
you
king.
essentially get a stockless level 3 that blinks something.
You don't need it. Card sucks.
Sometimes be useful.
It's
I don't
not.
think
It sucks. Gil Thunder's
Does not
better.
suck.
It sucks.
I think this card's ass.
Opium
Play it if you wanted.
ventilator.
Like abject.
Opium alert.
No, this one's not the copium, dude. This card's like actually fun.
That's my
not gonna deviate
copium
from that.
ventilator. I really just think the Gil Thunder's better. I think this card's profile pollution, actually. I don't see a reason for this card to be printed in the same set as the Gil Thunder. I don't see a reason for a card like this to exist in the same set that the Gil Thunder exists in. And I think this is like this card and the Gil Thunder being in the same set is a signifier of how poorly designed some of these are.
Okay,
that they
well,
don't actually think about the cards.
If the Gil Thunder did not exist in this set, what would you rate this card?
I would still
give this an F.
I would still not think it's good, but I'd probably give it a D instead of an F. I still wouldn't sleeve it. I would rather play the 3-1 event than play. I would rather play 2 to 3 3-1 events than sleeve a single copy of this Merlin.
Yeah.
Like no cap, like straight up. Like, I don't think this card's good.
That's fair.
All right, next card. Who is this? Are we back to the top again? I think we are. Andy, go ahead.
Okay, we got Bond,
Paru.
fresh.
Or wait, no, it
out
was
of prison.
Paru. We skipped Paru.
2 or less stock. He's a 3,500, and he has pay 1, sack 1 on.
What?
Which is weird. On a 0.
He's the worst oversized on turn 0 you could ever play.
No, that's not true. There are oversizes that require you to have 2 or more other traded characters on stage.
You're right.
He's the second worst.
Card's not very good.
I don't think it's like. It's still a 35. It's like,
This set has a ton of 35s, both the clean
Yeah.
cut and the Gil Thunder.
Yeah, fuck this card.
That's an F in this set.
yeah.
2K lethal counter
Contextually, it's an F.
in a set that wants to
Nice.
play choice. No one burned their turn on this.
Sick.
Card is sick. You play this card.
Damn it.
Pretty much if you want to play a defensive level 1 counter, or you want to play a defensive counter in general, the fact that this has a soul trigger means that you play the card.
You get it off a choice.
D for choice. Puts your level 1s to 8k, as we previously stated, and can trip you into an extra level 1 turn. Hail Mary into your extra level 1 turn while also winning you board. Sal 10th made a career playing on that strategy, and 7 Deadly Sins could do that too. Something to keep in mind. Next card.
7,500's not enough. 8K is the magic number.
Yep. Andy, go ahead.
For real this time? Am I allowed to read
for
this
real
one?
this time, yeah.
Okay. We got Bawn, Rage. If you do not have another Britannia character, this cannot stand during the start of your turn. And when you attack with it, if you have 2 or more other characters, this card gets 1,000 power, and the card facing this gets minus 1,000 power. So essentially a 2,000 power swing there. So you could also just read this as a 7,500.
On attack. That might
Carmen
cause-
talks about this a little bit in our deck tech for 7 Deadly Sins.
I think this is like one of the better auxiliary level ones you could be playing. People
This
used
card's
to
cool.
people used to rave about the Yui in South 10th being just like a 7,500 beater that had a relevant other effect. This card's relevant other effect is that it sits at 5,500 6K with the rest of your level 1s. So it makes your whole board, after you like run over a standby target with this, a 1/1, because this goes to 8/5 with your climax down, 9K with your 500 global down. And you can like remove a 1/1 with hand on core with like the clock swap thing. After you do that, it still sits at 6K. So you can like back it up and go for it
Yeah.
again. So I
Okay.
think
Card's sick.
yeah, I think this card, I think on the Strictly Broken stream, they just kind of like gave this card a 1 and passed on because it just kind of looks like a beater with like a drawback. But I think in the context of the deck with the door, this card's pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's my
There's
shill for the
also
card.
there's also some cool implications of the minus
no.
1,000 power and plus 1,000 power. Yeah, the implication.
Because of the implication, yeah.
As opposed to just getting plus 2,000 power, the fact that you actually neg the opponent 1,000 can actually kill stuff outside of combat. Something like, say, a Wildberry Princess that says when it gets reversed, you can pay the cost, send it to memory. You actually remove the card without triggering the reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like your opponent's Chiori, it like makes it fire off at a different timing, which may or may not be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty cool.
Next card. 1/1 standby target. 500 for other is a worse power condition than these typically have. So it's worse than normal. You only have 4 standbys in this deck, so 1/1s are automatically worse because you're not playing 8, so you do not have a good chance to get these out at level 1. So yeah, card's pretty shit.
Play the 1/1 unkillable. That's the box topper.
Yeah, honestly, in this set, that'd probably be better. Dean.
Oh boy, we got this 3/2 10K. Draw 2, ditch 1 on play. Climax combo in the same climax as the level 1 Maguro. Pay 2 on reverse. 4 or more, burn 3. And top deck. It's like pretty good.
Yeah.
Not
Totally
really big.
reasonable. Yeah. It's not great. It's just a totally reasonable auxiliary combo that you can play that also cantrips when your other cards heal.
Pretty good numbers, right? Burn
Yeah. Burn
Burn
3 top deck.
Top deck.
Burn 3 top deck for 2 is
burn-
pretty efficient, all things considered. The big thing to consider with this card is that Meliodas is a defensive reactive card, and Bawn is a proactive finish the game card. And being able to run them both in the same deck with pretty much absolutely no issue is a main reason you'd want to play Door over Choice. Like I said, I think you're doing yourself a total disservice if you want to play Meliodas Finisher and you don't play Door and you choose to play Choice instead. I think you just much really love Elizabeth. You're really sucking the sweat out of that sock.
It's really, you can use it to help shore up some of your matchups too, right?
Yeah, it's good
Like-
against Konosuba. We mentioned that in the deck tech video as well.
Mm-hmm. If you don't think you're going to get a chance to actually get the burn 2 like on their turn off, you can just like go for the kill immediately with this.
Because your Meliodas
Also-
is, even if you field them, they're still anti-burn. They're still healers. They're still hexproof. You can slam this down in your third lane and just not combo. You can still turn off burns in 2 lanes and go for a kill. You think your
Oh, yeah, I
opponent's
guess
in the
you
right
could,
deck
huh?
state, yeah. The only thing that's tied to the combo is the burn damage and 1,000 extra power. And those things are already big. So
If I could maybe talk you onto this card a little bit more as the primary finisher, Carmen. There's also a 2/1 red.
Yeah,
level
the global
3 2K
1000.
assist.
Yeah.
It has like plus 1,000, like 3 different plus 1,000 effects. So you can actually pump this guy pretty big.
Yeah, you can reasonably get the like 1 reverse that you'll probably get with the card. I do like the line of running 2 if you expect to see Konosuba, because the big problem with this card, you'll get the reverses against Konosuba because their cards aren't big, but it's susceptible to seizure or foreclosure, whatever you want to call it. If you run 2 of them, you can sequence it in such a way where a single foreclosure doesn't out the card. They would have to double foreclosure you to deny it. So, like, you can swing with 1 first, that gets foreclosured, but you get 1 stock, and then the other one attacks, gets another stock, you pay 2. And then your third lane attacks. So you can sequence it with 2 in a way where Konosuba can't cuck you.
But then they draw the card that you draw.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Nice.
to make sure you don't attack a mesmerizing water goddess last.
Yeah, so they
Or a
don't
burn
heal.
5. Imagine them, they just top deck the burn 5 again, kill you.
That would be bad. That's why
That
you
would
gotta
be pretty
swing.
sick.
You gotta have the extra stock to swing.
Yeah,
Swing
you have to have
1.
an extra brain cell, just 1.
Yeah, just 1 extra brain cell. Alright, next card. Paru, go ahead.
All of your other 2/1 8/5 vanilla get 1500 power in hand encore, and then when you play that vanilla from hand, you can blind stock.
This is what I was excited about. This is the card that you play to shore up your level 2 game without
Really?
hurting the other stuff.
Wow.
I don't think your level 2 game needs short up.
Well, I've looked at the set. I don't think you can afford to be putting too much on the board without like crippling yourself.
I think the Diane healer is more than enough. You can, if you need to beat over something, you can play the Elaine back row early.
Dude, you slam down double this in the back row. You have
Yes, I get it. You stock charge 1 for every copy you play. It's very cool.
it doesn't only once per turn.
Oh shit! It doesn't work every time. It's just worse than the Quince one.
What?
Yeah, the Quince one goes off every time. I'm pretty sure.
What? Oh no, there's no way.
Yeah, no.
Well, I don't think the Quince one gives encore too. This gives encore.
No, the Eatski is just bigger. But I'm pretty sure the Quince one. I mean, I'll double check it right now.
These are usually once per turn.
I'm literally talk about something else about the card because I'm literally gonna fact check you.
Oh, it's just a big card. You can just slam down. That's it. It's big.
It's not big. It's only 10k. 10k sucks.
Big is big against decks that aren't trying to be big.
But decks are trying to be big, dude. How can you say that a 2/10k is good enough in a meta where people are playing fucking Shirogane, dude? Are you really gonna tell me that this card's good enough?
No, nothing in your set's big enough when people are playing that. Like, it's
Dean,
a big thing like when people aren't being big, but like when people are being big, then you don't need this.
So,
Dean, can I redirect your attention back to the trial deck for a second here? There was a 2/10k that you gave a C-2. Also, that 2/10k did not require you to play a extra shit card with it.
Did not cost.
Who cares? Who cares if it has fucking encore?
It's good and it has 0
Okay,
stock.
the other one-
But
The
play some extra garbage card with it though. This sucks ass.
the other one is also once per turn. I was mistaken.
Imagine.
But the Eatski's a 2/2.
Imagine that you need
And
a
that card gets
sandbag,
3k.
right? And you've
You're
been
trolling me. You're trolling me. You don't think it's an actual ass. You're trolling. You're a troll.
Right? And you have double armor giant back row, and you played your Magro, right? And now you have double armor giant in hand. Slap down 2 of them. You slap down 1, 2, 1. Stock charge 4. Okay, boom. It's like you played a climax combo.
Okay, you're the biggest troll ever, dude. This card blows.
Yeah,
playing
do not
4
like
for
it.
this.
Do not
I'm
like.
playing 4 for this, and I'm going to come back with a deck list on Burn One where I top my 3-man locals. So I can...
The 3-man
20 locals, 20 locals approved deck.
Is this the Dean 3 locals fucking 6 entrance approved list?
Yeah, it's going to be sick. I'm going to
Okay.
top with this.
It's
It's going to be sick. I'm going to top of like a 4.
You know, the people who will be offended by that joke don't watch far enough into the video to get that flame. So, all right, next card. Who is this again? It's Paru, right? Because Dean read the
No, I
last
just
one.
did this garbage.
Oh,
I just
okay.
got
It's
excited
Andy.
about the last
Andy,
one.
it's you.
we got this Gowther, Unassuming Disguise. Frontal 500 assist, and you can rest him to give cross turn 500 power.
Whoa!
All the
cool
cards we
card.
talked about in green that
Whoa!
sit in the background and
Dude,
give power.
imagine
It's 1K to the
this.
2-1. Well, no, then you don't get the stock charge, dude.
You're right. It's
You do know
terrible.
you know what's sick, Dean, about the card that we talked about? I just thought about it.
What?
So there's nothing that says that they don't get hand on court twice. So if one of them, if you have two in the back or one of them gets reversed, you need to ditch 2 cards for standby. You could ditch twice. You could neg 2 for no reason.
Wait, that isn't how that works.
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
You
Yeah, it
can, You
is.
can pay cost twice.
Yeah, you can pay cost twice. You can pay cost twice.
Proc.
You can pay cost twice for twin drives too. If you have 2 instances of twin drive, you can pay 2. You don't get extra stock, but you could pay 2.
Well, I knew you could
Yeah,
pay
dude,
2, but,
imagine
like,
you didn't minus.
You can
hard
double
enough when
hand
you
on
played all
card.
those stupid giants.
If you have 2 instances of
ones.
hand on core on a card, you can ditch 2 cards.
Yeah, the second one just fizzles though. It doesn't actually like.
powerful.
All right,
I'm
this
more
card sucks
excited about
though.
having a big
Yeah,
vanilla.
can we skip this? This we already covered this.
Oh,
card.
the Bond. Yeah, this card's ass. Dean can
Wait,
get
how'd
it
this
in
come
an
back?
S.
Oh wait,
What do you
yeah,
mean?
but this was an S. What the?
Oh,
What the
yeah,
hell?
This is definitely an ass tier. I agree.
This-
with
I'll
you.
go-
An ass
this-
tier.
I'll put
Yeah.
this. I'll put this in my deck alongside.
Yeah,
my
then
other
you're gonna run.
cards.
How many slots is that, dude? You're gonna lose fucking 16 slots right out of the gate.
It's like you don't need the slots.
All right, next. Okay, 2/1 Bond. When this
I
card is
hate these.
placed on your stage from your hand, you can discard a card. If you do,
Fuck.
you salvage. So it's a 2/1 salvage. Any card salvage a character, and then it's a level 2 bomb. Level 2 bomb sucks. I like that it's a 2/1 card that does a thing that is also a drop
Literally
salvage. So like,
life card.
yeah, but I think the level 2 bomb effect is ass. So unfortunately, I wish it was just like a level like an anti-change bomb that also had that effect. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
All right, so let me red pill you on the card here.
Nope, next card.
Well, no.
No,
I
go ahead.
I actually have a good point about this one. I think you play this in 8 choice. You could play this in 8 choice as a option to be able to filter your hand. Like if you're giving up the gate climax for the extra choice, right?
I would rather play a drop
The fact that
salvage
you can like add this to your hand because there's a soul
or a
trigger,
drop
and
searcher.
then you can like
Oh,
filter.
okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, because you can add it with a soul trigger.
Yeah, you can't.
I guess
Yeah, you can't choice a drop searcher back to your hand.
this
in
card's
a
still
Risu or
ass
whatever.
though.
It's
Like,
sick. It gives Dow like 3 scries.
yeah, it does give them 3 scries. You crash it into a Toka and they fucking cancel the rest of the turn.
I mean, granted, it's probably like a one of even in something like 8 choice if you do choose to run it.
I do get where you're
Um,
coming from with
yeah.
that idea. I get it. I don't think it's good enough, but I get it.
Oh, this card's cool.
All right, 2/1 in lane.
Pretty good, but it's also like
Dean, it's you.
Oh, it's a global 1K to the 3/2 finisher. It's a global 1K and it's tap give 1,000. I think it's like pretty good, but also like is it better than like the like tap give like clock swap thing?
I think. Well,
Dan, this is
here's
fun.
the. I kind of dumped on the idea of a door standby deck before, but I think this is the card that screams "play my door with an empty standby," because this
Yeah,
card
it's a
this
lot of
card is
power.
really good at 1 if you're trying to tank up, and it's good throughout the game, and it's good with your finisher.
Make sure vanilla 11K,
Yeah.
12K if you tap it.
hmm
Oh my god.
I mean, those cards are red. You could do it. Play it. That's how you play standby. Definitely sense. But I think the card's actually pretty good. I think if you want to play like a door X deck with like anything else, you always play this card at like a 2+ count. I think it's a good card for literally any deck that's trying to do that. Can't play it with the Meliodas. Because it eats up that slot. We got 2 good cards that happened to now. This card and
Yeah.
the green level X. But other cards for other builds. Dean's favorite card. Dean put an S in everyone's thing for us, so we don't have to rate it. Next card. Paru, go ahead.
Choose one of your characters, and it gets plus 2,000 power, and the following ability When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, choose a character in your waiting room, put it in your hand, and then put this event into your stock. This is a SAO 10 card that no one ever played.
This is a GGO card in the TD.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
also a
really?
GGO card. Yeah,
Cool.
no one played it there either.
I don't think it's that bad. Like
It gets you set up for level 2.
it is a
it lets you pay out a stock for free.
It does
Pop over
if you
something.
can convert if you can confirm the reverse. This is a costless drop salvage.
Oh my god! Wait!
Delayed
I gotta
cost
verify
stock.
something real quick.
Delayed,
I gotta
yes.
verify something. So before this review is over, I gotta see. So the 2/1 is a Deadly Sin character, which I think is very. God
Yes.
damn it! That Armor Giant is not.
Wait, he's not?
No.
That
Armor Giant.
card's literally Gowther. How is it not?
He's just Britannia.
That's so lame. So you can't play him with 7 torches.
Well, this card helps you get it. So man, it's got to get like at least a D for helps the setup. Oh no, I deleted my box. I've been muted. I've been censored.
We were talking before, Carmen, about like one of the payoff cards in blue being the Jericho that lets you filter climaxes out of your hand at level 1.
I mean, it was.
If you didn't want to splash into
I didn't
blue,
mean
you
to
could
say
just like play this instead.
I didn't mean to say it was a payoff card. I meant to say that it was. It was
not shit card.
It was like a card that was unfortunately gate kept by blue. I think.
Yeah, you could just play this card instead.
Maybe. I think the fact that it's delayed. I mean, it didn't see play for a reason. I think it is a bit slow. But
Probably not good enough to see play, but it's like
it's
not the
probably
worst
closer
either.
to a D.
Almost there.
I don't think it's unplayable. But I mean, we'll see. Maybe we are scuffed enough to try to this event finally. But you know, who knows? I don't think it's that bad of a card. I think it's interesting. If you can confirm the reverse, it is a costless delayed drop salvage.
Be
That
cooler if it
cleans
had some
your
kind of a
stock.
bonder.
Yeah, if it had a bonder where you could run less copies of it, like a bonder, like Bond. That get
I'll
that.
get it.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for red. We'll see you guys in blue. I'm gonna go kill myself after that bad joke. Not really. That was a joke.
Yeah, YouTube. Don't algorithm him, please.
Don't algorithm me. Next.
They look for that.